Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another episode of Relationship Talks with Adezia Tana. Today I would like to talk about your attitude and your relationships. Everyone knows that the kind of attitude that we bring into any form of relationship at all, be it between yourself and the person you're dating, or the person you're engaged to, or the person you're married to, or even just common work relationships, the kind of attitude that you bring into that relationship will determine the kind of atmosphere that will be obtainable in such a relationship. For instance, if you have a lot of negative energy, you're going to be bringing a negative atmosphere into your relationship with your partner, with your spouse. People tend to gravitate towards people who are more positive minded than people who are negative minded. Reason being that it takes a lot of weight to carry negative energy. So when you bring a negative attitude into your relationship, you are affecting the health of your relationship. You are affecting your partner, whether you like it or not. So oftentimes we do not even know that our negative attitude is affecting the dynamics of our relationships. And today I just want to highlight some of the ways that a negative attitude can negatively affect your relationship and how you can chase out that negative energy from your home by changing that negative attitude and bringing in positive energy into your relationship. There is a common saying, and I love this saying so much. Like, it so resonates with me. If you take a negative minded person and put that person in a positive situation, that person would only have negative outcomes. But if you put a positive minded person in a negative atmosphere, the person will give you positive outcomes. The difference is the mindset. Someone who does not see the good in anything, someone who does not have the energy to confess positively, even if you put them in a positive environment where things are thriving, because they don't see anything good coming out of their lives, they they will be they will be prone to saying negative things because the mind can only produce what it constantly focuses on. So what you say is a function of your thoughts. I don't know if you heard me. What you say, your actions, everything that you do is a product of your thoughts. So when you have negative thoughts constantly towards your partner, you're going to start feeling negatively towards your partner. So let's take for instance, you have your partner offended you, and he has talked to you about it or she has talked to you about it. You guys have tried to sort things out, but something in you is still upset at this person. Now, the more you keep on focusing on the negative thing that that person did to you, the more that negative thought begins to breed a negative feeling inside of you towards your partner. And as long as you allow the negative feeling to continue to grow as a result of the negative thought, you are going to start producing negative actions towards your spouse. Now, your spouse is going to ask you a question or say something that is not even a big deal or ask you to help him or her do something. But because you already have a negative mindset towards your spouse as a result of the negative thoughts that you've not been able to overcome, you will be prone to responding to him or her in a very negative tone. Most of the time, it's not what we say that really hurts, it's how we say it. And a lot of us don't know that the more you dwell on negative thoughts, the more it kills your ability to see anything positive in the person that you're having that negative thought towards. So if you are in a relationship and you and your partner sort of had a disagreement and you guys have talked over it, if you still feel that there is this thing on your inside that is causing you to keep thinking negatively towards your spouse, you still need to go and talk about it. And if you talk about it and you're still having those thoughts, you now need to work on yourself. You need to renew your mind. You need to replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts about that person. And one of the easiest ways to replace negative thoughts is to see the good in this person. This person probably has not been bad all through. The person has not done all the bad things in the world to you. If not, you will not be dating that person till now. If not, you'll not be engaged to that person. If not, you'll not be married to the man or the woman you're married to. So if you see that these negative thoughts are persisting about your partner, something that you don't like about them, or something that is just affecting you, or something they've done that you've not been able to get over, you need to work on replacing those negative thoughts, okay, with positive thoughts. The first thing you want to do is talk to that person. If the negative thoughts are as a result of something that person did, or how this person persistently or consistently treats you, or something that that person is doing that is making those negative thoughts come into you and is building a negative atmosphere around you and around your home, you want to have a discussion with your partner. Let that person know, listen, this is what you're doing, this is what you've been saying that has been hurting me, and I don't feel good about it. Every time I think about it, I don't think about you in a positive light, because I feel like you're hurting me. I feel like you're doing something that is rubbing up on me in a very, very negative way. So you talk about this with your partner, speak to your partner about it. And if you guys are able to deal with it, then just move on. Stop pondering on the thoughts, okay? Now, the problem arises if after this communication happens and you are still dwelling on those negative thoughts. Now you have to ask the Holy Spirit to help you. If you're a Christian listening to this, you need to ask the Holy Spirit to help you get beyond those negative thoughts, because your negative thoughts will end up hindering you from enjoying anything positive in your life, because you are constantly angry about what your spouse has done or your partner has done, or you're just constantly thinking negatively towards this person, or you don't see anything good in this person. You're not going to be able to maximize the positivity in that person or the positivity around you. And the problem with negative attitude is that it destroys relationships very, very fast. Before you know it, you will take that negative attitude from your home, because you've been constantly doing this, portraying this negative attitude towards your spouse. Before you know it, you're going to go out there, go to your church, go home, go to your office, wherever you find yourself, you just realize that you're treating people with a very, very poor attitude. So you need to sit back and ask yourself, why am I having this negative thoughts? Where is this negative attitude coming from? It can even be the way you talk to people. It just can be the way you see people. And oftentimes I've realized that most of the people who tend to talk down to people in a negative way don't even see themselves in a positive light. So you cannot really give what you don't have. So if you see yourself always filled with negativity, you need to work on yourself. You need to renew your mind. You need to work on dwelling on positive things. And it starts with you looking around you. What are the things that you are thankful for? There are some people who constantly dwell on things that are just not working in their relationship, that they forget to see the few things that are working in that relationship. And because you're not seeing the things that are working in your relationship, or the positive efforts that your spouse is making, you will constantly see negative things, because you've chosen not to see the positive things. Your mind will keep attracting negative things. You just be seeing the things, that the mistakes of your spouse, the mistakes of your partner. You will not even see their strengths. You will not see the good things that they are doing, because you're so focused on the negative things around you. And before you know it, it just makes you a resentful person. And really, nobody wants to be around a negative minded person. If you are in a relationship and you see yourself struggling with negative thoughts about your partner, you have so much bias against this person, most of the times, even that person is giving you a valuable advice, you will not pay attention to that person because there's just something on your inside that you have against this person, and it's robbing you of benefiting from the positivity that that person carries. A lot of us have lost good relationships, good friendships, potential partners because of a negative attitude. And usually, a negative attitude comes from you just not valuing yourself enough. Some of us don't value ourselves enough. We don't feel we are worth it. And because we feel like that, we just tend to talk down at people. Even in your subconscious, you will not know. You just start acting out at people. You believe that everybody doesn't like you, people are fighting you because your mind keeps telling you these negative things. Now, of a truth, sometimes there are people who are actually who just don't like you. But if you keep feeding yourself with those thoughts, they don't like me, they don't like me, they don't like me, you just end up even fighting people who actually genuinely like you. Because when people who genuinely like you now come around, you will not even see the positivity that they are coming with. You will only see the negative vibes that you've been getting from all those who don't like you. So you don't want to constantly dwell on anything that is not bringing positivity into your spirit. Any thought that is not positive, you don't want to think about it. You don't want to focus on it. If you have an issue with your spouse, you have an issue with your partner, talk about it, deal with it. And let me tell you, the greatest secret to overcoming negative thoughts is to dwell on positive things. You ask yourself, oh, how do I see anything good in somebody who constantly hurts? Listen, look very well. Look very well. Everyone around you cannot just all be negative, negative, negative. There are positive things in your spouse. There are things that your spouse has done for you before. Be thankful. Have a spirit of gratitude. Create an atmosphere of gratitude. Look at yourself. What are you thankful for? Look at your spouse. What is it that is in your spouse that you are thankful for? Stop focusing on all their weaknesses. As long as you keep focusing on all their weaknesses, you will never see their strengths. As long as you keep focusing on all their weaknesses, all you will see will just be everything negative, and it will affect the dynamics of your relationship. A negative attitude will produce an unhealthy relationship. A positive attitude will produce a healthy relationship. And being positive means that even in difficult situations, you tend to see the good that will come out of it. And that way, you have a good mindset to handle disagreements, a good mindset to handle conflict. Conflict and disagreements are the things that really destroy relationships and homes. Be it conflict in money, conflict in ideas, conflict in the way you see things. If you are positively disposed to your partner, you will have an open mind to respond to them even when conflict arises. It gives you better clarity of mind. So today I just came here to encourage you to develop a positive mindset. Stop focusing on all the things that you see as negative in the life of your spouse. Look at your spouse, look at your partner. What are the things that this person does, and they actually do it well? How has this person been a blessing since this person came into my life? Stop focusing on she's this way, he's that way, she's that way, he's this way. Start to focus on what are the blessings that this person has brought into my life. In the times of my difficulty, how did this person stand by me? When you have an attitude of gratitude, you will be able to see life from a positive point of view. So this week, make sure that you go into your relationship with a positive mindset. Be you even at work. Be grateful for the people you work with. Be grateful for your job. It can be very difficult, and I can tell you from personal experience, it can be difficult sometimes. But what you want to do is to do what? To have a positive mindset in the midst of negative circumstances, and you will always, always have a positive outcome. God bless you all. Until I see you all, remember to have and always keep a positive attitude. God bless you.